Howdy folks! Thanks for tuning in to another Stepladder Creamery video. In this video, you will get a sneak peek into the milking process on the ranch as our herd manager Sophie milks out a group of our beloved La Mancha does. Sophie's first step for milking is to open the gate to let 6 does up at a time onto the milking stand. We use a contraption called a cascading head gate to help us organize the does in sequential order as well as secure the does while they are being milked. The does are given some delicious grain in the feeder on the other side of the head gate, which gives them extra nutrition and helps motivate and entertain them during the milking process. Once the does are secured on the stand, Sophie comes in and cleans their udders with a warm, soapy washcloth. She then sanitizes the udders by dipping the teats in a diluted iodine solution. She will then come through and strip the milk, which is just a quick hand milking that helps prepare the udder for milking and also helps the milker gauge the quality of the milk. She will then clean any residual iodine off the teat. Now the dough is ready to be milked. We use a vacuum pump to milk our does, which is engaged when the milker pulls up on the green tab on the outside of the suction pump unit. The vacuum pump mimics the suction of a baby goat's mouth, but without the teeth, and is much easier on the doe's udders and the milker's forearms than hand milking. It is also much faster, especially because we're milking 50 to 60 does twice a day. Usually this only takes us 3 to 7 minutes to entirely milk out an individual doe, which means we can usually milk out a group of 6 does in a mere 10 to 15 minutes. The milk is first pumped through the milking lines into this large glass container, which can hold about 5 gallons of milk at a time. Once the container reaches its full capacity, an automated pump will be triggered that will send the milk through the pipes that run into the room next door, where the milk will be cooled and stored at about 33 degrees Fahrenheit in our goat's milk storage tank. As the goat is milked out by the machine, the milker will walk through and massage the goat's udder, which encourages the entire milk supply held in the udder to be released. This mimics the behavior of a baby goat bumping his mom's udder with his head, but is way less rude. As the doe approaches the end of her milking, the milker will watch for the right moment to detach the doe from the milking machine. This will be visibly obvious to the trained milker, as the udder will begin to appear empty of milk. In order to deactivate the suction in the vacuum pump, the milker will pull down on the green tab that was first used to activate the suction, and the pump will then detach from the goat's udder. The milker will then do one final iodine sanitizing dip to ensure that the teats remain free of bacteria as the does go back out into their pasture. Now the does are ready to be released from the milking stand. The does are trained to recognize a specific sound that signals their release from the head gate, which is triggered when the milker pulls down on the cord at the right-hand side of the milking stand. Once that cord has been pulled and the goats hear the clanking sound that signals their release, they will pull their heads up and out of the head gate and slowly funnel down the ramp and back out into their pasture.
Hey Bella, you got a straggler. Oh, there she goes.
After she has finished milking one group of does, Sophie will let another group of 6 up onto the stand until all of the does have been milked. The does generally produce an average of 1 gallon of milk per day per goat, which is split between 2 daily milking shifts, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. This daily milking schedule only lasts from spring into the early fall, which is when the goat's breeding season begins. Once our does are pregnant with next year's babies, we will stop milking them for about 5 months during their gestation over the winter months. This gives everyone a break to prepare for the following spring, which is when we will have a plethora of babies born on the ranch, and the milking cycle will start all over again. Alright folks, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in with us to learn about the milking process at Stepladder Ranch. Stay safe and healthy out there. Until next time, ciao.
She's up in the camera. Get down.